Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hello, ladies, people, back to the Nightcore Hitman channel. As you can tell by the title, we are doing Need for Speed 2015 Prestige Mode. That's right, you only unlock this mode in missions, those being Amy, Robin with a Y, obviously, Travis, you also got Manu, and Spike. You beat all those things, you do all the other stuff, and you get access to the hidden mode, which is this, Prestige Mode. Basically, you just go in, do all the challenges, and then you get to redo the same race you did at the end of the end game beforehand. So with that being said, let's get this, let's get the, which one is this? Hey, Brian, good to see you. I was considering doing Mafia, but I'm like, I want to do some Need for Speed. I just platinumed this game last night. I'm like, why not do this? Because I want to also show off this really beast of a car. It's known as the Beck Customs, spelled with a K. Beck Customs car. I want to show how badass this car can be. Let me tweet this out. Let me go back to YouTube. I'm going to make sure my sound is off, because I don't want people to... I don't want to hear an echo of myself, just in case I have to keep an eye on anything. Not a problem is one of my favorite series. Yeah, Need for Speed is my die-hard favorite. Also, I love how it says I have no viewers, yet you're viewing it, I'm viewing it. That's broken-ass YouTube being broken. But watch how overpowered this car can be. It can be faster than a car in NASCAR. The fastest speed a NASCAR car goes, if it decides to cooperate, is 200 miles an hour. This thing... Whoa, what the hell? That's really crazy. This thing can go up to 217 miles an hour on standard speed alone. With nitrous, it can go up to 230. My dad just like randomly calls and then hangs up. Okay. My dad picks the worst frickin' times to decide to like contact me. Tuh. Yep. Also, apparently it turns out that if you played the old Need for Speeds like Underground and stuff, there's a bit of a reference to that you do at the end game. We'll actually put on a mask just like they did in that. But look at this car. Look at how overpowered this car is. It's already ahead of the pack. It's like, come on. Like, look at this. I'm telling you, I bet you any money I could literally go up against a cop car and just outdo him just by nitrous alone. That's how broken the Beck Customs is. As long as you don't crash like I just did, which is bullshizing. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, it's pretty overpowered too. Like, look at this. Alright, we're gonna have to restart this event later. Alright, let's change to one of the other prestige events. Let's do... You know, let's get this one. I've got to get this one out of the way. This one's been a pain. Also, Brian, how are you not a mod on my channel? Makes me scratch my head. I'm like, I thought I made him a mod. Apparently you're not, dude. Now you are. You're welcome. Also, I love how my PS4 says I have 2 viewers, but my phone says I have 1. YouTube logic, am I right? Let's see how this thing does with this. Right. Yeah, exactly. Manu style, let's die. Let's do this. Basically, your objective is just to get the most drift points. The best car for this would be the Ken Block car, because his can drift non-stop, but I want to see how I can do with this, because you're going to have speed, but you also have to have the best score at the end of it. And this thing's meant to drift and to keep its speed. Whoa! Stupid pendejo. It's kind of a bit cheeky, this game, because this mode is a lot harder than the original stuff. Hey, Trudy, my dear little sister, how you doing? It's good to see you. Yeah, I forgot I have Nightbot active as well. I almost never use my Nightbot anymore, like nobody uses its command, so I keep forgetting I have it. Alright, let's see, let's try a different prestige thing. Let's go with... What's this one? Okay. Let's go to this one, in the driver's seat challenge. Brian Trusty, if you're still here, you should be a mod as far as I know. Yeah, good, okay. I just want to check my YouTube on my phone, make sure you got the mod status. Also, Brian, I don't know if you noticed up in the corner, my profile photo on PSN is, I forget his name, but he's the main protagonist of Yakuza. I have him as my profile thing. I got that as part of a bundle when I bought the Yakuza Kiwami for like 20 bucks when it was on sale. I was like, best steal I ever got. Only upsetting thing, I couldn't get the finale on the stream, so I couldn't even show off like the end segment, meaning like you could see the final boss battle and how easy it was to defeat the boss. Oh shite! I gotta redo that. Okay, I mean, you made me mod on your channel. I'm not gonna be a dick and not give it to you. You earned it. Also, I gotta remember, every time somebody writes the word hi in any style any stylization of caps, lowercase, whatever, Nightbot automatically kicks in. I gotta remember that. Alright, let's do this. But yeah, the last race you do in this, it goes like this. Basically, in the wiring down to the final parts, your first race you do is just you versus the 5 other members. Manu, Spike, Robin, and Amy, and then your character, which makes 6 people. And then when you beat that, you end up going up against all the top, Okay, Brian. But after you beat that first best of 6 racers race, the first one, you then gotta do a race against 12 people. Your 6 characters, you, your friends. Oh, I will be live still for a while. But basically, it's, assuming my thing doesn't crash, but basically, you'd go up against you and the 5 other characters, and then the second race you do is you versus the 5 other characters, and then 7 of their crew members. So you get, like, Namasaki-san, Ken Block, all their top members, which makes 12 people altogether. Oh, come on, I crashed twice, really? Oh, come on. And then, after you've beaten those 12, then you get the final cutscene where the mask thing comes into play, and then you learn about the prestige mechanic. And the prestige mode is the boss of all boss modes in video games, in my opinion. Aside from that little botch right there, not too bad. Okay, come on, car, pick up speed. You're faster than them. Let's go! Take him first back, baby. Woohoo! I don't even care. As long as I get the bronze timing, I'm happy. Let's go! Woo! Glorious! Excelente. I beat the bronze. Because it's my time. Wait, prestige failed? What? Bull! I gotta redo that? Really? Alright, fine. Let's do it again. I thought I beat that. Dang it! Oy vey. I'm gonna do real quick. Give me 1 sec here. Share. Copy link. Close out YouTube. Open Discord. And I'm gonna post this in some Discords real quick before I forget. So. Okay, let's do this. Gotta get my head in the game. No fooling around now. I'm focused. I'm in the zone. Get in the zone. Out of the zone. Alright, don't miss any turns and I'll be fine. If I miss a single turn, I'm gonna miss a checkpoint, which means I gotta reset. And this car can turn easy, so it's not a concern for me. There you go, break some stuff, that'll give you a boost on your nitrous. Nice! Ooh, that one little crash right there might have cost me. Please don't be the cost of me losing this challenge. I don't even care if I get the 140 something. Just don't give me a fail. Get out my way. I want to at least get bronze, so come on. Because you got to get at least bronze or higher in order to proceed in the thing. No, that card may have cost me my thing. That might have cost me that. Which means I'm going to have to restart it. Oh, it's going to be... Yep, I got to restart because that crash messed up my position of my car, which means I have to reset the car. Which also resets the challenge. Ugh. No, stupid phone. There we go. Alright, let's do this again. It's time to play the game. Alright, let's do this again. Alright. Do-do. 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 Alright. Also, my shirt is gonna make me smell mouthwash for a little while because I spilled some of that on my shirt when I was trying to brush my teeth. Oh well. I'd rather smell like mouthwash than smell like garbage. Literally anything that smells good would be fine. Hola, Batman! ¿Cómo estás, muchacho? Alright, I think I was on checkpoint 15 coming up. Yep. 15, 16, 17. Oh, that was a nice drift around all those checkpoints. 18. Number 19. Don't crash, don't crash. I said don't crash and I crash. Yeah, I spoke Spanish. If you don't know Espanol, Batman, you won't understand what I said. Honestly, I don't think it matters if I get first or second. It's a matter of beating the time. Gotta at least get bronze to succeed, so... Did I beat it? Yes, I've got at least bronze. I got him within range of bronze. Let's go. Let's go! Woo! See, it doesn't matter what position you get. It's a matter of beating that timer and getting that star rating. No, it failed. What? I gotta probably come in first while getting that. Really? If that's the case, that's pretty dumb. Yeah, win the race. I need to learn to read. Failed it. Ay, caramba. I got more skills than you, Batman. I mean, I literally have a platinum trophy on this game. I'm just doing this extra stuff for the fun of it because it's a post-game mode that gives me reason to keep playing. I would show you, but unfortunately, I don't have an OBS set up or anything where I can have a capture card or anything, so I can't show my home screen. If I could, I would show you that I'm telling the truth, that I actually have a platinum trophy. I could literally take a photo and post it on Twitter if you don't believe it. And if that's what you don't believe, then you can come check it out on Twitter. Or... Alright, let's do this. Alright, this Beck Customs is going fast, so let's try and keep it steady and try not to hit cars. If we don't hit cars, we'll be gold. If we crash at all in the slightest, we're screwed. Meaning, like, we can't wreck the car. If we don't crash and have the cutscene that triggers when you wreck a car, I'll be fine. Whoo! That was a close call. I had a near miss right there. Whoo! Nice little turn around that corner. That could shave off a little time. Okay, 19. Coming up on number 20. Woo! I'd rather hit that post than for that light post than hit that car. Come on, I gotta at least get within silver or bronze to beat it. Let's go. That time it should count. If that don't count, I don't know what will. Yes, I beat it. Good. And I beat the speed wall that somebody else set on this apparently. Wow. Okay, so I can go into level 2 of that, but let's do... Which one is this? Is this just a race? Race the finish over multiple laps. First to cross the finish line wins. Okay. Let's do it. Because, like Lightning McQueen once said, speed. I am speed. You gotta at least beat the bronze target and win the race to progress. Okay. No! Missed the turn. That one missed turn is gonna mess it all up. Man. Yeah, I've already done the Gymkhana thing. That challenge is a pain in the ass to do. If you don't have the right kind of car with the right kind of designing, trying to do a freaking drift challenge thing is a pain to deal with. Alright, we cannot miss this turn coming up, otherwise we are effed. Woo! That save. I barely saved that. Woo! Close call. Nice, 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 nice. Book it, book it, book it. There we go. Gotta maintain that speed if we want to pass this. Nice little drift around that corner and gassing to save it. With that turbo can save you on turns if you get a tight turn like that. So you can keep your momentum. Or as Dashy Games usually says, your momentum. You gotta have the momentum to keep going. Especially if you're playing Mario Maker, you gotta do the swamp spin thing. You gotta have the momentum to go across the shits. Ah, shit. Go, 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 go. Gotta at least get silver if I can help it. Wanna at least get in the silver or bronze rating. Gotta beat the silver or bronze times, so let's go. Because I know for a fact it'll be a miracle if I get gold, but I don't think I'm gonna, and I'm not gonna get my hopes up to get gold. What I tell you, I'm not getting gold, but I can definitely get silver or bronze, guarantee. Woo! Near missed. Oh, that wreck might have cost me that. If I get at least bronze, I'll be okay with it, because bronze is better than nothing. But I also gotta be in first to finish it. Oh, I didn't even get any of them. Son of a bitch, man. That wreck always kills you because you always lose at least 10 seconds or so. Or more. So even though I got first, I didn't beat the challenge because I didn't get within the prestige time limit. Yep. Alright, let's see. What's this one say? What's that? Alright, let's try this. Let's do this. Alright. I mean, who doesn't remember the great times with Robin in this game? I mean, come on. If you're a guy that's into girls, she's a babe. If you're a girl that's into girls, she's still a babe. No matter what, she's a babe. Oh, I've done a mission like this before. The Togue things, these things are easy if you know what you're doing. It's a matter of staying with the group and beating the target scores. Woo! Because the more you are with the group, the more points you'll gain. Okay, and drift. Drift. Come on, give me my points for freak's sake. What think I'm gonna do? It's gonna take a tiny miracle to pull that off, to at least get bronze. Oh, there's some nice score if it would have lasted, and then I get hit. Wow. Wow, game. Really gonna screw your boy. Yeah, of course, I didn't beat it, so I gotta restart that event. Alright, let's switch to a different car. I know the exact car to use for that challenge. Because as long as I can beat the score, it doesn't matter if I get to the end once the event runs out. As long as you get the target scores. And I know exactly whose car to use for this event. Boom. Ken Block car. Let's go. Prestige event. Which one was it? Was it you? No, it was this one. Boom. Because his car is meant to drift. So you can get drift points galore off of that thing. Because it'll speed, turn, drift, rinse, repeat. Let's do this. Alright, come on. See what I mean about how his car's meant to drift? Look at that. That many points off of that one turn. Damn it. Every time you crash, the car crashes though, 'cause it's kind of difficult to handle. Because its design is so unique. Does it really matter, Batman? No, because you're supposed to do that to gain rep, and rep is what helps you do stuff. Plus, it's the design of the car. It's not me. It's the car design. Deal with it. Gotta hit that 300,000 if I'm gonna beat it. Might barely scratch the surface of this. It's gonna take a tiny miracle to break the score requirement. Nope. I didn't get it. Damn! If his car wasn't so heavy on sliding when it drifts, I would have totally beaten that. Son of a beach. Alright, let's try something else. We're gonna jump to the garage real quick. I got somebody else's car in mind I can use. Or another car in general. Because I got one that I've been souping up that I'm gonna save. That I've been saving for this such an occasion as this one is. Just such an occasion. I've been saving this car for just such an occasion. Boom. This is a McLaren 570S from 2015, motherfucker. I'm also gonna have a drink of my orange sparkling water. Alright. Here we go. Time to break out the McLaren 570S. Prestige. Jump to this, boom, boom, done. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Never really liked some of the camera angles they've had in this game. This car is also built to drift. Oh, you stupid Hot Wheels. I hate when they have those stupid promotional Hot Wheels things come up in out of nowhere and just mess up everything. I also hate that if you even so much as turn and then miss and crash into something, it messes up. Thank you, Billy. That's very glad to have that. It's always appreciated. Come on, I want to break that 100,000 before we hit the next to last checkpoint. Or near the end of it. So if I can break 100,000, I can guarantee I'm going to break the 300,000 score requirement. Oh, Jesus, wow. I love how after I'm already wrecked, it does that. Wow, game, wow. By the time I even get any points, it's going to be too late. Because I'm not going to catch up to the group, which means none of my points are going to matter. Because you gotta stay within the group's range to even score any points. Ah, I'm not gonna get enough points in time. Damn it. Ah, son of a beach. Oh, yeah. Just hurry the fuck up, man. Alright. Let's try with, I believe his name is Hiroshi. Alright, his car may not be the fastest, but it can handle like a dream. We're gonna use this and bust it out and see how it does. Like I said, I'm not expecting it to be like leading the pack in speed or anything. I expected to just get enough points to push me over to the 300,000 mark or more. If I can do that, I'm happy. I wish you could customize your car with stuff like his car has, but I don't think you can, and if you can, I don't know how. Like I said, his may not have a lot of speed, but it definitely has the power to keep up with them, but also the ability to drift for points. As long as his car can keep up with the crew and get its points, I'm good. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Hit that e-brake. Now! Nice little e-brake setup for that one. And if this doesn't do it, I know exactly what car can bust out to do it, possibly. I got something in mind I can use. I got a lot of good cars I can use for these. Also, by the way, a lot of the top cars I've been unlocking and using, like the Chem Block and stuff, some of these are free cars that you just get because you complete certain parts of the main story. Yeah, I'm not beating it with him. Alright. Jump back to the garage, not to the snapshot. Jump to the garage. I got a car in mind. Might have to break it out, but hey, it works, so let's see how it does. Calling for an arrow shot to call this car out. I'm gonna bring it back out of the warehouse, swap it out with the McLaren. Boom. This is Namasaki-san's Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 2.8 from 1973. You also get access to this. Check this out. You also get access to Magnus Walker's Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 2.8 1973 turbo variation, which is pretty dope. And like I said, you get all those cars free, so like I said, what a lot of these cars lack for in like certain aspects, they make up for in others. So like Chem Block, what his lacks in speed, makes up for in drift. What Namasaki-san's lacks in speed makes up for it in drift. A lot of cars, they either make up for it with their drift ability or they'll make it up with their speed. No matter what, they always make it up for each other. So always, if you can't use one, you can always use another to make up for it. Like I said, his car's not the fastest, but it's also not the best when it comes to drifting either, but it's a good balance of both, so it can come in clutch. His is especially not the greatest in speed, at least from what I've gathered when I've used it. I mean, when it picks up speed, it's great, but it's not the greatest to start. Like, what I mean is, like, certain cars have great 0 to 60s. His is one of the okay ones. I love I got, like, no points because I had to wreck it into me and make me hit that dumpster so I didn't get him. And it's supposed to be a group thing. You're supposed to work as a group so you can get your points. And like I said, I wish I could record my actual home screen, because then I could record some online. That's fine, because I got cars you can get easily. So we're gonna jump to the garage. Alright, let's go, let's see. I want to upgrade this car because I've used it a little bit. It might need an upgrade. Because I can actually get access to all the high-end stuff. Like, every single one of these is going to be the highest rated thing you can get. Turbocharge Elite, that's good. That's max, that's max. Let's get this out the way. Oh, I can't get that, unfortunately. This is going to get maxed out soon enough, but it's not going to help it. It's already at its top speed. And that's the fully adjustable suspension already installed. These are just going to help a little bit. Not that much, but a little bit. But yeah, if you want to see a fully maxed out car, that's the one I put in the garage, or in the warehouse of the garage, and that's that one. And you can see the performance specs of each car as you do it. You got a 2.33 second 0 to 60 with a 9.33 second at 163 quarter mile an hour top speed, with a top speed of 232 with a 936 horsepower. This one here, well, let's do it this way. Let's see, this one's got a 2.87 second 0 to 60 mile an hour with a 10.57 second 140 minimal quarter mile an hour top speed. Its top speed is 195 with a 706 horsepower. Not the greatest. Honestly, the best car in this garage is the one that I personally own. So, or in that warehouse, which is funny. All right, let's knock off some of these other challenges. Let's do prestige. Let's see. No, I think I can beat this outlaw one. Run the round as fast as you can, finish within the target time to win. Let's do it. No. So I gotta finish within the 1 minute 55 second thing to progress this. Not really. I mean, I kind of figured it was Travis because the voices were close. So basically your objective in this one is to just literally get from the beginning to the end within the time limit. And crashing into an oncoming car is gonna f the whole thing up. I believe it's Mr. T that once said, pity the fool. And I pity the fool who tries to come up against me with this car. Like I said, this car is too good for its own good. It should not be even, like, if you were going to do a street race with a friend, it shouldn't even be legal to use in a race. That's how overpowered its engine is. Look at this. When you see its top speed, it's like 216 to 17. Gets stuck in that range. That's how overpowered this car is. And that's not counting its nitrous. That's just standard top speed. Nice little save to get around that corner. If I would have missed that turn, I would not be able to keep my momentum, and I would not even get past where I'm currently at. 8 more checkpoints, come on. Sometimes I do what's known as a turbo drift, and if you're a noob to Need for Speed, you won't know what that is, but if you're like most people that have played the series, you'll know what it is. It's basically when you drift around a corner, you turbo to keep your momentum so that you don't lose speed as you go. It's kind of like in GTA 5 where you can use Franklin's slowdown ability while also keeping your gas going to hit a certain thing. And I might have to restart now, because I'm going to be cutting it close. Ah! Yep, I gotta restart. Son of a... Because I didn't even beat it. And this stupid cooldown thing with these cops is a pain. So I'm just gonna... I'm gonna go around 56 miles an hour or so. Look at that, I'm staying within the 50s and I'm still just slowly moving and I'm outdoing a cop car. Literally, I could just tap nitrous and I could still outdo cops in that. Alright, let's try this one more time. If this don't go, I might switch to another one and we'll go from there. Alright, Travis, we've heard your spiel again, so let's just get on with it. Also, I find it funny how it takes until after you complete a certain portion of the game for a character to consider switching from like water or whatever they would go to going into like having monsters as their go-to drink. It's funny. Boom. Alright, let's hit a turbo drift up ahead. Like I said, turbo drifts are what keep you at getting around a corner, but also keeping your speed at where it's at. So you don't lose speed, which means you can hit turns quicker, so you can hit around to the next checkpoint and keep proceeding. That's why I try and save my turbo until I get to those types of moments where I gotta do that. Like right now. And that was a nice little save right there. Could have had a bad wreck and everything. Oh, that wreck. I love how I said I could have had a bad wreck and everything, and what happens? I wreck. That might cost me my timer. Because you gotta get within 155 if you're gonna even beat the challenge. Oh, come on. Nope, gotta redo it. Frick! Ugh. Sacre bleu. I kid you not though, it's kind of easy to tell it's gotta be Travis when it comes to the outlaw stuff, because if you look at the photo of the outlaw compared to the photo of Travis, you can just tell it's Travis's smile up close and personal. It's pretty funny. That's all it is. Alright, let's hit this drift here quick. Nice little drift around that corner, keeps that speed going. Alright. Gotta get by this truck somehow without losing momentum and crashing like that. Damn truck. I wish you could honk at them, it'd be fun. Just be like, burp, burp. You know, for not knowing how to drive. Because I get in the line of fire all the time. Alright. If we can hit this next one without getting into an accident with an NPC car, I think we'll be okay. That was a nice save right around that. I don't really worry about the time being a factor until I get down to like 15th or 16th lap, or checkpoint I mean, and then that's when it's like, yeah, I gotta watch my timing. Then that's when you start cutting it close. Like right now it's gonna be cutting it close, I bet. Alright. Alright, come on. Turbo drift. Turbo drift. Turbo drift to keep momentum. Yeah, see right here's where it cuts close. No! Fuck! Damn game! Like, come on. I didn't beat it. Son of a bitch. Because these stupid cops are a pain too, and not trying to deal with NPCs being in the way is also a problem. It's like, no matter what, you don't get a break on these challenges. Let's go again. I can do this. I'm always tempted to check out those Twitters and see if those Twitters are like just like in-game concepts that are made to look realistic, or if it's actually a real Twitter. Because if it's a real thing, that'd be hilarious to find like the real Twitter of these people and find out what their real Twitters are like through that. Alright, focused. Just gotta pray I get a good RNG with cars, because that's what kills it. If you get an RNG, which is a random number generator, meaning like the generation of the gaming system, like its firmware decides, alright, we're gonna generate a bad car in the line of fire, then it's gonna ruin it. Like, look right there, that's terrible. If you were a speedrunner, that'd be considered terrible RNG to have a car that you can't get around. Like if it's one of those Hot Wheels ones that just sits in the middle of everything, that's classified as bad RNG, which means literally your odds of beating the trial while getting around it is lowered by a ton. Whoa, car, come on. If it didn't crash into that thing like that, I would have had it. I think I'm gonna barely clinch it now. Now I gotta keep really good momentum. And as I say that, I smack into a wall. Like I said, this is when it gets really concerning, when you get down to like the final 5 or so checkpoints and you gotta keep your momentum. Okay, we're gonna be cutting it close, come on. Let's go! I beat the bronze challenge, the bronze objective. Let's go. As long as I get bronze, I'm happy. Because if I can beat bronze, I'm okay. Nice, it should say prestige passed. Yep, gave me a prestige star and I passed it. Let's go. Alright, let's see. I always get like these unique ones. Let's see. Alright, let's try this. Oh, excuse me. I would say I would love to be sponsored by a company, but with my language that I use on YouTube, I don't think I'd ever get sponsored by anybody. If randomly out of the blue, some company like Monster or something really just came up to me and was like, randomly messages me on like Twitter or YouTube or on by email or something, it's like, hey, you want to sponsor our company? Even though I've got the worst mouth in YouTube history, I'd be like, hell yeah, I want to sponsor you. I wouldn't say no to a sponsor, especially like if it was like some random company like NASCAR or something. It would be funny if just like out of the blue I'm contacted via Twitter by some company like EA just up out of the blue just messaged me up on Twitter and they're like, hey, we're looking for somebody to sponsor our company. You want to sponsor us? I'd be like, yeah. Who says no to a YouTube sponsorship for a company like you? You know, something like that. It'd be funny. I mean, it would take a major miracle, but it'd be funny to see. You gotta do 2 laps of 20 checkpoints, which is tedious as hell. Because you also gotta beat the time. I don't even know what that's about, but okay. FYI, if the stream randomly crashes, I apologize in advance. Also, I'm gonna make a very just out of the blue bold prediction as far as wrestling's concerned. Because WWE just went and inducted Chyna into the Hall of Fame. Now, yes, granted, she was inducted as part of D-Generation X, which allowed Shawn Michaels to become a 2-time Hall of Famer. Like the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! But the way I see it, if they can induct Chyna into the Hall of Fame, who's to say they can't induct Chris Benoit? And there's enough evidence, enough substantial evidence at that, to prove his innocence. Seriously, like, if they can forgive and forget about things with Chyna, I think they can forgive and forget about things with Benoit. It'd be a bigger miracle to get CM Punk to go into the Hall of Fame than it would to get, say, somebody like Benoit in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Albeit, I wouldn't know who would induct him because, like, everybody's got these weird things, and the only ones that really cared about him are all dead, unfortunately, or they just don't associate with WWE anymore. But it would be awesome to see, you know, Benoit just finally get his deserving opportunity in the Hall of Fame. Oh, that stupid wreck really cost that thing to happen. Man, if that wreck didn't happen, I would have, you know, I would have crushed it. Plus, cops being on your ass all the time during these does not help. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's try this one. FYI, you cannot really customize this car because it's just like with all the other free cars you get for the characters. It's already maxed out. Also, I'm gonna check one thing real quick. Okay, good. Just want to make sure my controller was still at max. If it wasn't at full battery, I was gonna be screwed. So if you get a random blue screen at some point, just out of the blue for any reason, that's why. If not, I'd be shocked that the stream didn't give you a blue screen. Also, from now on, if I'm talking sports, I'm talking pro wrestling. But, I mean, it's literally the only thing I can really follow that's classified as a sport that I fully understand. Like, right now, I know currently WWE and AEW, AEW, this is where it gets funny. AEW, All Elite Wrestling, Cody Rhodes brand. WWE has an issue with fans wearing their merchandise at a WWE event. Yet they're somehow making negotiations for certain contracts to happen for something. I forget what it's for, but it's like, really, WWE? You don't want All Elite Wrestling shirts at your events, but yet you'll allow, you know, frickin' whatchamacallits there, frickin', you know, contract negotiation things for certain stuff to happen with All Elite Wrestling. Like, make up your mind, Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr. Yes, I said Jr. Bite me. He is a junior. Deal with it. Also, I'm gonna make a little known fact for y'all. And I'm sure I've told this story at least twice now on my channel. This might be the 3rd time for all I know. But back in the day, back in 2015, around the time prior to, I think they were getting ready to go into Battlegrounds 2015 or something like that. They were just introducing Battlegrounds or something. Whatever pay-per-view it was, Fastlane, Battlegrounds, whatever. Whatever pay-per-view they had the Shield Triple Threat for the WWE World Heavyweight title on. I'm the genius behind that event. Yes, Vince McMahon might take the credit because he's the one that planned the storyline and got the script set up so that the wrestlers would know who's going to take the win, who's going to take the loss, who's going to get what, this, that, and the other. But I'm the genius behind his genius idea. And what do I mean by that? Let me explain it to you. Let me break it down. Back in 2015, prior to that event, I contacted Vince McMahon. This is like right around the time I'm getting out of school and everything. Like it was in the earlier part of the year, prior to summer, you know, of that year. And I contacted Vince McMahon, and I'm like, is this Vince McMahon? You know, because I want to be sure this wasn't somebody trying to imitate him. Because you can tell if somebody's trying to imitate somebody, kind of like with The Rock versus the real thing. So I said to him, I says, are you the real Vince McMahon? Is this the real Mr. McMahon or Vince McMahon? He's like, yes, this is the real Vince McMahon. And what is your name? I say my name to him. And he goes, and what can I do for you? And then repeats my name. I say to him, I said, I've been hearing from a lot of people I know that, you know, because this is at the time when Seth Rollins is with the Authority, so there's the whole Authority angle and everything going on. You know, the Authority is just coming back to TV again from storyline and everything. And I'm like, everybody hates Seth Rollins. They love Dean Ambrose. They love Roman, because this is like just after that Shield heel turn and the Authority came back kind of thing. And I'm like, everybody has an issue with Seth Rollins. I would love to see Roman and Dean get a title shot. I don't care what kind of match it is. You can make it Steel Cage, Hell in a Cell, whatever you make it. But the fans, especially me, would love to see, you know, a triple threat Shield title match. Could there be something in the works that could potentially lead into that? And he says to me, he says, I get where you're going with that. I respect that you understand that, you know, this is a business. We can't immediately, you know, go into that. But we'll see what we can do. Sure enough, at the upcoming pay-per-view, Fastlane, SummerSlam, whatever it was, that wasn't Mania, they do a Shield triple